I'm going to say it like this: screw the polls, because honestly, I don't pay no attention to the polls until it's actually later on down the line. But to be honest with you, if McAuliffe could get 300,000 votes, which I don't believe, I believe something really, really screwed up with the Democratic primary. And given all that is on the line right now for our constitutional rights, our freedoms, and more, the Republican Party right now in Virginia had a inexcusable low turnout. How do we have 53,000 delegates deciding who's going to be our nominees? And the Democratic Party alone had over 400,000 people participating in their nomination process. I don't care what poll you have out there. I don't believe none of that BS. And in certain delegate races, the turnout was so low. You're saying only 1,000 people turned out for an area of 200 to 500,000 people, and that's all that came out was less than 5,000. Some of these places have 1 million in their district. We have a lot of work to do. If you want to be complacent, if you want to procrastinate and think this is a joke, this is what people are doing right now and deciding who is going to represent us and try to fight for our freedoms and try to maintain some kind of common sense here in Virginia and set the tone all over America. It was inexcusable. And factually, if you're not willing to put in the work in, you just there to be a celebrity or just walk around, just smile on people's faces and say, I'm the nominee, you're not going to be the next whatever you want to call yourself here in Virginia. What happened on June 8th right now should send off alarms to everybody, every committee, and more, and say, we are going to do whatever it takes to make sure people are involved. What this says is enough people have been beat up, kicked and stomped while down to the point they don't even want to be involved in the process because they feel like there's not going to be any change no matter who is selected. And that's right now the message that Democrats need to push out there. Republicans cannot push out that message or clear up that there is a significant difference. And it's all over the place. The fact is, the only way you're going to be able to resonate with people on the ground is have policies and have the ability to tell them, I'm here to make sure this happens. If you're here for the red tape, if you're here for your campaign to tell you what to do, and you're not thinking outside the box and you're just trying to play that game of this is what the stat says and this is what the data, all our stats and data has shown so far is a decade worth of losses. This is inexcusable. Over 400,000 people voted for the Democratic Party in their primary, and only 53,000, and I'll just give you a brushed up number, somewhere less than 100,000 even bothered to participate in our process. If there was ever a need for candidates to get out the box, be all over the place, go to where they've never been before, and change people's minds and heart, and let them know this is not going to be the new normal. There's so many people who don't want this new normal. They are paying the price right now. But if we don't have change, if we don't have people wake up and say, I must get involved regardless because I care about my children, it seems like too many are caring about themselves. And that's the sad thing about moving forward as a nation, as our great Commonwealth.